Good morning, Wellness Companions. This is AJ Webb, your SLV Health Wellness Coordinator, and this is a Lunch and Learn recap. We are talking about what we learned from Adam Lawrence in his presentation about intermittent fasting. Stay tuned to learn some valuable things that intermittent fasting can teach you. For this Lunch and Learn recap, we are going to talk very briefly about the presentation and then go over 7 valuable lessons that you can learn from intermittent fasting. We held this Lunch and Learn on February 13th and 14th at the Conejos County Hospital and the San Luis Valley Regional Medical Center, and it was well received. There was 50 persons that attended, and 94% of them rated that the Lunch and Learn was very good or excellent. And here are some keywords from the text analytics from the follow-up survey, which was terrific to have such great support for Adam and his hard work that he had put into this presentation. Adam is the clinical director, the director of clinical nutrition. And he's a registered dietitian, so he's an expert on food and how it affects your body, and knows, it can discern what is conventional wisdom from what is science, what has evidence behind it. And he presented on intermittent fasting. And the short version of intermittent fasting is programming in extended periods of not eating. And there's a variety of different ways to do that, which Adam covers, from a 16 hours of fasting to 8 hours of eating method. But essentially it's ratios where you program in not eating. It allows your body to burn off the sugars that it has stored up and start using body fat as fuel. And there are many different health benefits. One thing that you should consider are these disclaimers right here. I recommend that you pause the video and take a look at those. If you're considering playing around with or trying intermittent fasting, there are some caveats. There are some populations of folks. It's not for everybody. So you're going to want to take a look at those. And then if you are playing around with it, or you do start, you're going to want to stop if any of these symptoms occur. So I'd encourage you to pause the video and take a look at all of these things. Now, what I want to move on to is what are the things that an individual can learn? So I have 7 valuable lessons that an individual can learn from intermittent fasting. Okay. First of all, intermittent fasting does not require you to do any additional work. It doesn't require you to buy 100 Tupperwares. It doesn't require you to spend your Sunday cooking. So you get to solve problems with subtraction rather than addition, okay? And this is important because we are all very busy. We have children and school and work and all these different things that take up our time. And to add stuff is not something that is going to help out with the sustainability of whatever that is, especially when you're working to create a new habit. So, and if you're binge watching Netflix 3 hours, you can get real and you can start making some time. Not that there's not entertaining things and it's good to recover. However, solve some problems with subtraction rather than addition. Next, ease into these things, right? So if you go just bonkers right in intermittent fasting, I would venture to say it's going to be very difficult for you, right? Pepper in a day a week for a little bit while. Maybe turn that up to 2 days after a while, but ease into this, and that way you can work to develop the micro habits that you're going to need to be successful in really any kind of fitness routine, right? Just getting to the gym is a habit in itself. By working to cultivate these on a small level 1 or 2 times a week, you can really help yourself out to pinpoint those micro habits that are really going to help you sustain your new habit or behavior. Next, saying no when you're hungry. Essentially, the break-in period of intermittent fasting is you being able to say, oh no, it's not 12 yet, or it's not time for me to eat yet, it's not my window yet, which is a skill in and of itself and can help you when it comes to avoiding some food that you probably shouldn't eat. But it's essentially a way to kind of pay attention to yourself, how you're feeling in a particular moment, and give yourself a few rules that you can use to say, I'm going to be moving away from these donuts right now. Okay, becoming mindful about how food impacts your temper. Have you heard the expression hangry? I have a sign in my kitchen that says, "I'm sorry for what I said when I was hungry." It's kind of funny, but at the same time, I've said some mean, nasty things when I'm hungry. And by knowing that I'm going to be hungry and being able to pay attention to that for just a second and say, "I'm hungry right now. I probably shouldn't go and have some kind of a confrontation or anything like that. I ought to just hang out and chill out, or understand how being hungry affects and impacts me on how I'm feeling about what I'm doing, how I communicate with others, and then beginning to just understand that it's a feeling and that it can come and it can go, and all I got to do is say goodbye to it. Finding healthy substitutes for drinks. Okay, when I first learned about intermittent fasting and started playing with it about a year ago, I said, oh great, 0-calorie stuff, so maybe I'll drink something that tastes like cheesecake or something like that. Well, even though I'd say it's like this: if I'm here and there's a big boom, a crash or something behind me, I'm still going to get scared, even if it's a grizzly bear or a ginormous pile of money. A grizzly bear is bad. A ginormous pile of money dropped behind me, that's good. But either way, I'm going to react to it, right? My body's going to be scared for a second, right? Similar to your insulin spike or your insulin response. Even though it's a 0-calorie, it's labeled as a 0-calorie sweetener, my body's still going to go, whoa, sweet stuff coming in. Let's get ready to mobilize it. And ultimately, you want to work to reduce the number of insulin spikes that you have throughout your day by using intermittent fasting. So, adapting yourself to drinking a little black coffee, drinking a little green tea, some 0-caloric beverages is, I would assert, is an overall healthy habit, because you're going to have less insulin spikes and you're going to be less dependent on needing to have something that tastes sugary sweet on a regular basis. So you're reprogramming your taste buds in a way. Creating focus, right? Since you are hungry, which has been a humongous distraction for me in the past, you got to say, you know what? I'm going to have me another cup of black coffee and I'm going to get back to work. I'm going to answer these emails, do these spreadsheets, whatever it is. Okay? Gives you the opportunity. I mean, there's some physiological effects that are going to happen to your brain mind to help you keep in tune. However, you get to be mindful. You get to say, no, I need to focus on this, because eating, for me, eating is one of my favorite hobbies. And the sooner that I start it during a work day, the more I can distract myself with it. And then, sorry, it's so small, setting and following rules for yourself. So if we think about what intermittent fasting is, it is a series of rules that you are setting for yourself, and by setting those rules and following them, even though they may seem arbitrary, that even with intermittent fasting, the way Adam explains everything, there is very sound logic behind everything. But still, setting rules for yourself is very difficult. I rarely listen to me. And I don't treat me very well. So, by being able to cultivate the skill of setting some rules for myself and following them, I can program in more micro habits to work to improve my own personal wellness. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have some questions about intermittent fasting, you can send me an email. I'm at ajweb@slvrmc.org. I would love for you to like this video, subscribe, share it, and comment to support these videos so we can keep making them, bringing you the information that can help all of us increase the trajectory of our own health and wellness, so that we can be happy, healthy people, and we can help others and navigate this universe with a smile on our face. Take care. Have a nice day.